Hey everybody, Graham here, and today we're looking at the game If, which is the next of the winners from the Senscape Game Jam that I'm taking a look at. So, looking at this title screen, I honestly have no idea what to expect. Let's hop in. Okay, wow. Yeah, we seem to move pretty quick here. Pretty high sensitivity on the mouse. Not a bad thing. And we have a box that we can interact with. Okay. Interesting. So we got a 6-digit code on one side. Looks like runes on the other. And a 10-letter word on the front. And a handle. Interesting. Go and check what's in the fridge? No, we cannot check what's in the fridge. Alright, Science Magazine. It has an article about human memories and the ethics of manipulating the brain. It's kinda old, but quite efficient with my research. I feel bad for whoever has this wallpaper. Old book. It has a note on the first page. It says, "You need more money for the final phase of the project. Go to the bank." Alright. I guess we will go out the boarded up door. I can't go outside without the card in the lockbox. The last money I have is in that account, but this is important. If I could remember the passwords, it would be easier. But it's kind of a good test for the 3 pills in the bathroom. I'm sorry. Why did I come up with such complicated passwords? Yeah, that's my question. Maybe I did it on purpose. Alright, so I'm guessing this is the bathroom? Yes, it is. And we have a blue pill, a red pill, and a green pill. Let's try the red one. Okay. Sounds like we're by the beach, but the wall of our apartment is opened up and... Alright, yeah, we're on a beach. With a bunch of people with pawns for heads. Oh boy. Hi, can I help you with something? I don't know, Rachel, can you? You can't talk. Oh, forgive my behavior. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rachel, one of the researchers on this island in charge of the king. I see we're going with a chess piece theme here. Someday I will be as majestic as my teacher Lita. She is brilliant. My area of research is atmospheric phenomena. Interesting, and honestly, this is actually a really nice looking area. The son of my granddaughter is a bit strange. I don't understand the new generations anymore. He always talks about a device that causes something called death. Maybe I'm getting old, but young people are strange anyway. I certainly have some questions. My grandson is very smart. He does multiple calculations without blinking an eye. Noted. My son is lazy. The only thing he does is lie on the beach and think while looking at the sky. According to him, the answer to everything is on the horizon. The only thing that matters is what exists, and that is us. Conjecturing meaningless things will not lead us to anything, only to waste our time. The only thing we must do is to serve the king, who is right there, along with a bunch of wheels. Well, let's see what the king has to say. Welcome, plebeian. Destiny brought you here for a reason. That reason is to help me. Were you thinking of something else? A few days ago, I was counting my wheels and discovered to my horror that I no longer had two of them. You need to open the family chests to see the truth of each family. They reveal the secrets of every member. These chests are decoded according to the order of the family tree of each family. Find them, or I will have to kill everyone on the island. Okay. No pressure or anything. Okay, so we need to find the family chests. I'm not sure where those are going to be. Let's check back here. Nope, not seeing any chests. There's a door frame. Honestly, like, this area has some great visual design to it. This must be one of them. Your daughter has been very unstable of lately since her son Larry was born. Okay, so I feel like I should probably take notes here. She even treated my father badly because he tried to help her when he never spent time with her. She thinks that my father is only interested in her since she gave birth to a son. I don't understand your father very much, but he is not a bad person. He is just always busy. Alright, so does this one have Tina and Larry on it? Yes, it does. And the specific order, if I understood the king correctly, is going to be key to opening that. So this is Henry. Henry is worried his father will go crazy. Try to help him, but he doesn't want me to. Even your granddaughter, Jill, rejects you. Maybe she hates me for not spending enough time with her when she was born. You're kind of pathetic for only worrying about me, aren't I? I don't know. I haven't quite pieced all this together yet. Xavier, what can I do? Your grandfather keeps thinking that we live in a materialistic world with nothing but this island. He is always on the king's side. As an explorer, I know every part of this island, and my conclusion is that it is too small. I've been thinking about what could be beyond the horizon, but your grandfather doesn't like those ideas and tells me to work on something that will be useful to the king. You saw the door frame by the beach. My granddaughter Amelia is concluding its origin. It may not be based on solid data, but experimenting with your ideas healthfully feeds our brains. I wonder how bright your granddaughter will be in the future. Hopefully very. Have you seen your daughter? Haven't seen her for a long time. The last thing she told me was that she was near the beach among some rocks, but I couldn't find her. Why is she not with you? She is so rude. At least I can count on the daughter of Alloy. She is a very kind and good person. Alright, so I remember, I think, over here, you, I think, were the one that mentioned Lita earlier. Hi, can I help you with something? Alright, can't talk. Yeah, you're Rachel. What a clear and clean sky. When I was little, your grandmother told me that clouds are our guide. They tell us where the wind is going and when a storm is coming. There have been no clouds on this island for a long time. As a cognitive researcher, I wonder if the lack of clouds has something to do with with our behavior. Wonder if... okay. Did you see a man named Henry? He is... yep, grandfather, and I want to apologize for treating him badly. You were just thinking about yourself, and that you wanted to take care of Larry by myself. Is Larry Jill's son? Hey, did you know the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the number pi does not appear in the first million decimal numbers? You calculated it on a rock in 12 hours for a bet your daughter had made. She likes numbers. Okay, so Xavier and Lita and Tina, Henry, Jill, and Larry are two separate trees. So I think Megan's dad is this guy? Yeah, because he said his daughter likes numbers, and she said, yeah, okay. So Megan is Jake's daughter. Sam, lately you see your father bored. I wonder what will happen when it's all solved. Maybe we'll just think we've solved everything, but it will be in our own eyes. What happens if there are more species beyond the horizon? Would we be missing things? Maybe there will be conflicts with the new species, but it could be worth it. Still, people like your daughter give you hope, but I wouldn't want her knowledge to be limited to herself. Her curiosity amazes me. Alright, Conan, grandson is very smart. Multiple calculations without blinking an eye. Alright, Josiah, your son is lazy. The only thing he does is lie on the beach and think while looking at the sky. Fortunately, there's only one person on this island who lies on the beach. Okay, Amelia. So this is Xavier's granddaughter. Watch out, could be stepping on clues, so you don't have a body. That's fascinating. I have some evidence that indicates that the doorframe is a kind of portal to a world parallel to ours. A world where there are more people like us, and where time works differently. Don't tell anyone, but you found a king's wheel that said the doorframe is the key to cowardice. I don't know what it means, but I'll be going to find out for myself. Alright. I want to be alone. Your transparent spectrum doesn't bother me so much, but people who want to get close to me do. I usually research the behavior of the species on this island, and I discovered that we all have a genetic narcissistic spirit. It sounds strange when I deduced it, but I did some tests with your daughter and your mother, and they were positive. I don't want to see them anymore. I only see them as lab animals. That's... oof. Whew. That's bad. Okay. Wait. Bunch of nonsense letters. These words are the key to death. Be careful about everything. Death is upon us, even when we can die. Yes, I discovered what is death in a Wheel of the King. This is not a conspiracy. I need to do more research on this. If you see my son, tell him not to help me with this. I want to do it all alone. Okay, and we know there's one person on this island who mentioned that their son, I think, was obsessed with death. You're the greatest researcher on this island. The king has extreme confidence in me and sent me to do my own research. See those trees? I have to count the roots of each one so we can expand our island. Aren't you amazing? Do I have enough clues to untangle any of this one? So let's see. What do we know about Jill? We know Jill is Tina's daughter, and her son is Larry. Okay. So looking at this, from what I've seen so far, we know it goes, for at least for part of it, Henry, Tina, Jill, Larry. We know Jake and Megan. And Arthur, someone, and then Albert. So that leaves, I think, Conan as the only one we don't have linked in. You're Conan. Your grandson is very smart. If we... I think we have to assume that Jake is Conan's grandson. Okay. So, Conan. Okay, apparently that was right. So, now we just need to focus on the other one. Now, where was that other box? I think it was on the backside of this hill here. Yes, it is. Alright, so what do we got? In this one, we have Xavier, Sam, Austin, Rachel, Lita, Josiah, Thelma, Amelia, and Aloy. At least I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. Why is she not with you? She is so rude. At least I can count on the daughter of Aloy. Kind and good person. So, I'm going to guess Rachel is Aloy's daughter, and Lita is your daughter. Or your, not Thelma. Okay, so Sam might be Xavier's son? Yes, because Sam is definitely Amelia's father. Apparently that was correct. I think. So, let's go try talking to the king again. You have demonstrated obedience to my orders. I grant you a Knight of the King, me, and as a knight, you have the honor of knowing your surname. When the waves sweep over the sand, Constantine builds a wall. When intruders sail o'er seas, Constantine tears down their ships and fervently shouts his name so that those survivors will fear him and remember him. Also, you have the honor of the passage of cowardice as your last test. You will put your weight on others, and those people will take advantage of you. They'll push you, but you'll still walk the path you long for. You'll leave behind the pride, you'll leave behind the island. But keep in mind the decision you make, because nothing guarantees that you'll make it. So this door frame got mentioned a few times. What's wrong with the king? Why didn't he ask? Why? Okay, can they handle everything on that tiny island? And what's the point of having so many wheels with no use for them? If the inhabitants of this island are so smart, why don't they make a boat and leave the island? Some of them didn't seem grateful to be there. Will the king force them? Why is he different from the rest? In that case, who is the king? Yeah, we're definitely still in the hallway. And after a long walk through the water, I found the first signs of land. All the residents had conflicted with the king, but somehow they did not resent him. In fact, they cared for him. They offered me food and shelter on a large island. We talked and began to exchange ideas. It was fun. Soon we shared our projects and began to understand each other more and more. We did all the projects under our names. They were finished and working. I could never turn down this opportunity. Unfortunately, my rescuers told me that the king did not want to make any deal with them because he thinks they can steal his ideas. So they taught me. That is how a person gets stuck in his world or his island. Interesting. So, that was a first look at, or a look at If. And you can see that's the first of 5 endings. Yeah, that's got some good visual design. Interesting. That was an interesting puzzle. I'll come clean. I actually took a look at one of the other paths you can take, and I could not figure out the puzzle in that one. So if you really like puzzles, I would recommend checking this one out. It seems really interesting, and I'm sure there's a lot more to it, because there was that box in the main room that we just couldn't open. But that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun with this one. I know I sure did, trying to wrap my head around some people's family trees. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check this out for yourself. Like I said, there's a ton left in this game I didn't get to, so there's definitely a lot here, especially if you like puzzle games. But anyway, I will catch you in the next one.